After discussing the initiation and elongation phases of prokaryotic transcription, we now arrive at the termination phase, that is the last phase of transcription. And the important characteristic features of the termination phase, as you can see, is the cessation of formation of phosphodiester bond, then dissociation of the RNA DNA hybrid helix, rewinding of the unwound region of the DNA, and release of the DNA by RNA polymerase. Now the question is, what is the factor that determines the termination, and precisely what determines that termination point has arrived? This is the answer is the transcribed region of the DNA contains stop signals. The stop signals in prokaryotes. The simplest one is a palindromic GC-rich region. Uh, there you can see a palindromic GC-rich region. So these two regions are palindromic and followed by a region where there are multiple AT residues. So this is the simplest stop signal. The transcript of this DNA palindrome is usually self-complementary. That we shall see in the next slide. Hence, the bases can form a hairpin structure with a stem and a loop. The RNA DNA hybrid helix has a typical feature, a region of high stability followed by a region of relative instability. The inverted repeat sequence on the template is followed by a poly A sequence, which when transcribed as a poly U sequence. So this is the picture of the hairpin loop with where there is a stem with multiple GC residues and relatively high stability, and with a random loop and followed by a multiple U residues in the transcript. transcript. So this is the detailed diagram. Above there is the DNA with this coding and template stuff. Below it is the transcript, RNA transcript, followed by the hairpin loop structure, and finally there is a multiple AU reach region. In this region, there will be the hybrid helix will be relatively unstable, and this region it is very tight and forms a very strong, stable structure. So there comes the topic row independent termination. That means the termination which does not involve any protein factor like row protein. So it what it does involve then? It involves the hairpin structure, which is a feature of the transcript itself. So when a polymerase arrives at a termination site with this typical structure, it pauses. Formation of the hairpin structure in the RNA disrupts the AU base pairs because this hairpin, then this hairpin form which is formed, it will exert a drag on the AU rich region because the entire RNA along with the hairpin will drag this AU rich region, and since this AU rich region is a relatively weaker hydrogen bonds, so it disrupts the interaction. There, the RNA DNA AU base pairs will be disrupted, and then ultimately the RNA polymerase will also find it difficult to slide along the DNA RNA hybrid, and ultimately the RNA will transcript will also get dissociated. Weakly bound nascent RNA will dissociate from the DNA template and from the enzyme. Here comes the next comes the question of certain transcription events which take place and which does not involve the those typical hairpin structure. They involve certain proteins. So protein factor dependent, and half of the termination site do not form hairpin. So they require participation of a protein known as the rho factor. And this rho factor, typically it is a hexameric helix. So this is a helical structure, typically hexameric. Six identical subunits are there. So these are the one mistake. So these are the hexameric helicases. So with six subunits and each with 419 amino acids. So this is the raw protein, and the raw protein is ATP dependent. So ATP dependent hexameric and helicase activity. So this raw protein promotes the translocation. This raw protein, this helicase activity, and this there is the translocation of the protein with the help of this energy which is released by ATP hydrolysis. Other factors include tau protein and NASA protein. Now let us see how the raw protein act. The raw protein first binds the nascent RNA, a single stranded, and it binds the nascent RNA, and you see there is a ATPase activity, and the raw protein binds the nascent RNA in an extended 70 nucleotide, sometimes 80 to 100 nucleotides, single-stranded region which is rich in cytosine but poor in guanine. This is called row utilization site in the RNA transcript, upstream of the actual termination sequence. This there the raw protein binds and then uses ATPase activity to provide the energy to translocate along the RNA until it reaches the RNA DNA helical region. So there the raw protein bind using the ATPase activity derives the energy to get translocated to actual binding region of where it is the RNA DNA hybrid helix is already formed. In the RNA DNA hybrid helical region, the raw protein first unwinds the hybrid duplex structure because it has got a helicase activity. And ultimately, the RNA polymerase pauses at the termination sequence because there is a specific site around 100 nucleotide away from the row binding site called row sensitive pause site. So first there is a this site the row will first binds row utilization site, and there it will be the ultimate pause site where the row actually binds, and there the row binding of the row causes, and the helicase is already broken down the RNA hybrid, and the row has bound in this place, and the row bound RNA, row bound DNA doesn't allow the polymerase to move this direction, and thereafter new hybrid helix formation is totally halted. So ultimately, row catalyzes the unwinding of the transcript and template and releasing the nascent RNA chain. So we recapitulate, we have two type of termination. One is protein factor dependent. Most important of them is the row dependent. Uh, how row acts we have already discussed, and there is another type where it is the row independent, where the DNA and the transcript itself have got certain typical structure where there is a region of high stability followed by instability, and that actually forces or that actually leads the RNA transcript being spontaneously dissociated from the DNA RNA hybrid. Now there are the discussion on a few inhibitors of the prokaryotic transcription. Since the study of prokaryotic transcription is so important, because we have designed some antibiotics which inhibit the transcription process and thereby prevent the bacterial growth. So one of the important antibiotic is the rifampicin, which is a synthetic derivative of bacterial compound rifamycin. Rifampicin specifically binds with the initiation, inhibits the initiation phase of the RNA synthesis in bacteria. How it works? It interferes with the formation of the first few phosphodiester bond in the RNA chain. It is seen that it actually blocks the channel into which the RNA DNA hybrid generated by the enzyme has to pass through, and this action of the drug is only on the RNA DNA hybrid formed during the initiation stage. So actually the drug uh, blocks the channel formed by the RNA DNA hybrid and doesn't allow the polymerase to pass through that. So it interferes with the initiation step of the initiation and early phases of elongation in the prokaryotic transcription. Actinomycin D is a peptide containing antibiotic. It is synthesized from a strain of Streptomyces. And this actinomycin D is a typical property because it inhibits both the transcription and replication. How it does? It inhibits transcription by binding tightly and specifically to double-stranded DNA and thereby preventing it to act as a template. It is seen that phenoxazole rings of the actinomycin D intercalates. The term intercalates is used in this connection, and it intercalates with the DNA, and thereby the DNA cannot act as a template uh, for transcription. There are many other such examples of antibiotic inhibitors and newer drugs being discovered, but these two are most important example that we must remember for our examination, and we must remember the entire process of transcription in its phases, particularly the promoters and also the polymerase, the subunits, where each of the action, and then uh, the role of the promoter in the initiation, and also we must remember the termination and the two different variety of termination and the antibiotic inhibition which are of termination. Thank you.